Okay, part two. So things to consider that I want you guys to be thinking about when you are doing your schedule. Couple of things here. What works best for you and your family? So you might be considering things like, do you have siblings that you need to share a device with? Does your family eat meals at certain times? Do you have hockey practice or piano lessons or weekly dinners at grandma's place or anything like that that are built into like the week? Do you need to take many small breaks to help you focus? What's sort of your learning style, right? Some people need to move around a little bit more. I personally set a timer on my phone for every 30 minutes, and every 30 minutes I stand up and I do some jumping jacks, push-ups, or I run around my house or something like that. I go um, grab a drink of water. You might think about building in bathroom breaks. That might be good too. What time do you hope to finish your schoolwork every day? So maybe you typically like to get done early, or maybe you know that actually you work really well in the evening time and you're going to actually do a little bit of your schoolwork in the evening. That's going to be up to you and your family. And then another thing to consider, when do you have adults around to help out with more difficult subjects? So maybe if mom and dad are home in the morning, but they're gone in the afternoon or something like that, maybe you want to put, say, math as one of your harder subjects, put it around when you've got some help there. Okay, when you're scheduling, when you're putting your schedule together, here's a couple of things that you need to make sure that you think about. Make sure that you've got our morning meet, which is at 9 o'clock till 9:30 every day. You're going to have grade level Google Meets, so that's specific to your grade, and those are going to be only on Tuesdays and Thursdays, okay? So only on Tuesdays and Thursdays, grade 4s, you're going to build it in at this time, grade 5s at this time, grade 6s at this time. So again, only Tuesdays and Thursdays, not every day. And then this is something that we haven't done yet, but we're going to do one-to-one Google Meets with either myself or another teacher. Hopefully we're going to be getting an EA in our class, but if it's just me, that's cool too. So this table right here, you guys, is an important one. This shows you when your weekly one-on-one meet, Google Meet with me is going to be, okay? So you will see that on Monday is all the grade 4s, Wednesday is all the grade 5s, Friday is all the grade 6s. So during these little meets, we're going to do little activities together where we'll look at certain assignments. We might look at a piece of writing that you're working on. We might do some reading comprehension stuff, all just different things that are going to be more specific to you and your learning. Okay. So for example, Nate, you would take 9:45 on Monday and you would make sure to put, so these are all 15 minutes. You notice that, right? So for 15 minutes on Monday at 9:45, you need to build that into your schedule. Okay. So at the very bottom, I wanted to show you one of the grade 6 students was able to work ahead yesterday and he created this schedule. A couple things that I want to point out that I really like. He's got a resources column over here. So that means that he's thinking about what he needs to have at his workspace or around him or with him to be able to complete his subjects, his tasks well, okay? So if you're looking, he's got his science and math kind of staggered like that. He knows that both science and math are going to need calculators likely, computer. He's got a notepad. Khan Academy is for math tutoring, like online math tutoring. Um, each of these you might think about, do I need to have a notebook? Social studies might be one where you have a notebook. One thing he forgot to include here is that he didn't put language arts in there. So he'd have to include that. But he does have some physical activity here, extra stuff in the evening. He's got physical activity in the morning as well, which is not a bad idea. He's scheduled in his lunch. I'm guessing breakfast comes before. This red part is their morning meeting. And then he chose to just basically do his school day, not really his whole day, and that's fine. The one other thing I like to point out that is really great about this schedule is, do you guys notice the color? The color makes it really easy. So anything that's the same. So social, he's got two chunks. He wanted to do half hour in the morning, half hour in the evening. So no problem on that. But he's put them all green. Science, it's all yellow. Math is all blue. It just really helps the eye to be able to visualize what's coming up. And it makes your schedule a lot more interesting to look at, which means that you'll look at it more often. All right, so there you have it, guys. This is an overview of your assignment. So you can create a document yourself and then attach it into the assignment card.